Good morning! Today is another day in the garden getting the beds prepped for spring. I've got my seedlings out hardening off, and today we're going to be doing mulch in the beds, and I'll be cleaning up any weeds or any little things if I have a bed, like I have a bed of yarrow, and that needs to be kind of thinned out a little bit because that spreads pretty enthusiastically. And so I'll be getting some of those out, transplanting them, getting any weeds out of the aisles out and putting some mulch down. It's going to be super exciting because this is one of the biggest changes that's visible in one day's work that you can do in a garden. And so I'll put this on a time lapse and you'll kind of see the process. So I realized as I was doing all the leaf mold today that my camera died. And so I got some time lapse of the work that I did today. And it was really nice because my mother-in-law came out and she helped take care of some of the stuff in the upper garden. She has a strong sense of responsibility for that garden because she started that one, and her help is just wonderful. I just thank God for help in the garden. So, I'd like to show you what the beds look like now. It's so exciting because that was a lot of work, and I got distracted out in the field with my aunt and uncle. They came up and they were looking at their field and taking down some trees, but so I didn't get to the mulch today, but I did get to the leaf mold. So all the beds are now covered in leaf mold, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So let me show you exactly what this looks like. It's super cool. So this is aged leaf mold. And I got this from a local arboretum area, and they give it away for free. The city just comes and dumps all the leaves, do a big pile for them. And so they let it sit and mold, and then I come and I get it for free. And so now I have this excellent weed guard. It's a mulch that I put on my beds, and it's leaves. And so they're already partially decomposed, and so they are going to decompose rapidly. By the fall, this will pretty much be dirt, everything except for the top layer. And so this is how deep the leaf mold is that I put on there. You know, it's been a good day when your hands look like that. And so because of this, the dirt is going to stay super moist, and you can see that, yeah, it's kind of sandy, but there's a lot of organic matter in this soil, and that's really exciting to me. And so it's going to keep my beds moist. I don't have to water as much, and I also don't have to weed as much because this mold, leaf mold, is a weed barrier, and weeds tend to only pop up unless they're already established in areas where there's bare dirt. So that was an example of dirt that's been in my beds, and I've put leaf mold down every single year for the last 3 years. And so let me show you what what the soil looks like in areas that has not had leaf mold put down in our area. Now we are on top of a mountain, and the mountain is basically made of sandstone, and so all the really good nutrient dense topsoil eroded from on top where we are We went down into the valley where my aunt and uncle live. And so they've got some really good soil down there. We do not. And so here is what our soil looks like. Since it's sandstone, basically all the topsoil erodes, and then we're left with like basically sand, almost like we're at the beach. We got the plethora of animals around, and I just love it. Okay, so this is our soil here outside of the garden. It is, I don't know if you can see that. It's basically just sand. Really, really just, oh, it's gross. And we could really use some love and care, which is what we're doing down in the garden. And so thank God for leaf mold, and the first year I got some really good manure and I put that down, aged manure. These are our new compost bin walls or doors. If you see, they just kind of hang over the top there, and you can lift it up and you can take the whole thing off, because we're on a hill here, so you can't have a swinging door because it would run into the hill, and you need to have it low to the ground so the chickens don't get in and scratch around. So that basically took the entire day. I transplanted some motherwort and some yarrow and some flowers that had been popping up on their own. But other than that, all I did is lay down some leaf mold, and here's the result. I could look at this all day long. It's so beautiful and such a stark contrast from what we had earlier today. So we are full of life, nutrient dense, organic matter, healthy soil beds going on, and our garden is going to thrive this year. It's very exciting. Okay, well that's it for today, guys. It was a lot of work, and I'm super excited to get that done. One time a year, one day, and you get beds like that, and it's super exciting. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys like it. I could just stare at this garden all day. I could just look. Oh, it's so beautiful. We're going to be getting in seeds if I have time tomorrow after getting the mulch in. And so our first seeds will go in the time of month right now for the lunar, getting the above ground seeds in is now. I've got a bunch of seedlings that are ready to be transplanted. Tomorrow is when things start really, really happening. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and stay blessed.